Grayson County and Butler County about ready to roll here in game number 2 of our doubleheader. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith with you. Stephen, we're about 17 minutes away from tip-off in this game number 2 of our doubleheader. Lady Cougars got a win. Tough one for this Butler County team going up against the team that the 3rd Region Media Poll voted as 3rd and the most recent edition of the poll.
Yeah, Sam, I've watched them a couple times online. Actually, I think it was maybe earlier this week. I don't remember who they were playing here.
Edmondson.
Yeah,
and
that's
Franklin
right, Monday
Simpson.
night. That's exactly right. Ty Price is coming in extremely highly touted. You've got the Lawson kid that's also coming in really good. But the one that night that was the most impressive to me was number 11, Justin Caslin. I think he had 7 or 8 threes. They left him in at the end of the game, and the commentators were saying they probably were leaving him in to try to break some kind of record or something. When you've got 3 guys that can score every time down the floor, you're up against a tall task.
Grayson County and Butler County, these two teams both 3-0 in district play right now. The winner will be all alone at 4-0 in the 12th district after this. We'll take a break. More comes up after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors, helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
The governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors the storm. Those in the following counties, therefore, should seek.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
At Midway Pharmacy.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Grayson County and Butler County about ready to roll. Let's introduce you to some of the players you'll need to know for Butler County. Enter with a record of 12-6. Ty Price averages 28.4 points, 3 rebounds per game. But to me, Stephen, the player that scares me the most, and it's not really a guy that Grayson County is a guy that can guard, Lawson Rice. 19 points, 11.4 rebounds a game. That's not me taking a slight at Ty Price by any means. He can straight fill it up. But Lawson Rice is a mismatch for Grayson County tonight.
Yeah, one of the most scary things about that, both these guys are juniors, so you're going to see them again next year.
You would expect that to be the case for this Butler County team, but it's not just that duo. Briar Griffin, the transfer from Bowling Green, he averages 10 points a game. Justin Caslin has been coming on strong over these last couple of weeks. He averages just under 12 per game. If you want a knock of this Butler County team, depth is the question. So if you're Grayson County, you want a mucky game.
Yeah,
if you're Butler County, you don't.
That's exactly what I'm saying, or what I was thinking about. Which team is going to be able to keep their composure, because it's got that feeling. Both are going to come out of the gate extremely aggressive, going to want to throw the first punch and get up quick. So the team that's able to stick with the game plan, keep themselves composed, is probably the team that'll have the lead at halftime.
We'll introduce you to the Cougs after this. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Butler County High School, where Grayson County and Butler County are about ready to roll. Grayson County enters with a record of 11-8. They defeated Whitesville Trinity last night by a final score of 77-42. And Stephen, in that game, Cougars, got out to the early lead, were able to cruise, pick up a big win. It wasn't necessarily the prettiest thing you've ever seen, but everybody that played last night except for Jake Bratcher scored.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sam, you think about what's the key to the game tonight. Last night we talked about the bench scoring, and I think possibly you could say the same thing with the three-headed monster, really, that both of these teams have right now in scoring. Who's going to fill in the gap other than those big three guys? I think last night we would agree is probably Hayden Robinson, who came in and had a career high and played really, really well. So it makes you wonder tonight who will step up coming off the bench.
Yeah, last night, and that was with Spencer Langdon, your second leading scorer, having 6 points.
Yeah.
Travis Johnston said it after the game. Thought it was one of his worst games of the season. And luckily for a guy like Spencer, you get the chance to get back out there, forget about it. It's another huge game because tonight, this is the biggest game of the season to date for Grayson County, and that's without me making the whole joke of it's the next game of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about that a little bit last night with Spencer there at the end. Probably left him in longer than all the other starters, but he did hit a three pretty late in the game. So for his confidence to see the ball go through the basket, we've already talked about that several times. That had to be big for him, and hopefully that'll be able to carry over here early on in tonight's game.
Grayson County and Butler County about ready to roll for the 93rd all-time matchup between these two teams. Grayson County leads the all-time series 70-22, but Butler County has won 3 of the last 5. Grayson County, Butler County, we'll take a break. We'll give you the starters. After this is Cougar basketball on K105.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor, but I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Let's meet the starting lineups for both of these teams as just about 5 minutes away from tip-off here for Butler County High School. First, for the Bears of Butler County with a record of 12-6. Junior forward number 2, Trevor DeWeese. He averages 7.4 points, 8.2 rebounds per game. Justin Caslin, he's the junior guard, number 11, 11.8 points, 4 rebounds a game. Briar Griffin, the junior, 10 points, 4.4 rebounds per game. And in the duo, Ty Price, 28.4 points, 3.1 rebounds a game. Lawson Rice, 18.9 points, 11.4 rebounds per game. Once more, that lineup for Butler County: DeWeese, Caslin, Griffin, Price, Rice. The assistant coaches for Butler County are Dustin Barnett, Chad Bratcher, Elijah Fleener, Caleb Ray, Gary Cowan, and Adam Stovall. And the head coach in his 12th season with a record of 168 and 146 is Calvin Dockery. Now the lineup for the 11-8 Grayson County Cougars, also 3-0 in 12th district play. Freshman guard number 2, Spencer Langdon. He averages 17.5 points, 3.1 rebounds a game. Jack Logston, the other freshman guard, 18.7 points, 6.6 rebounds per game. They're joined by a pair of juniors. Landon Haycraft, 3.1 points, 2.6 rebounds a game. Tayton Logston, 11.2 points and 3 rebounds per game. And then the big man in the middle, Brody Armstrong, 11.9 points, 5.3 rebounds per game. Once more, that lineup for Grayson County is Langdon, Haycraft, Logston, Armstrong, and Logston. These assistant coaches are Brian Hill, Brett Johnston, Daryl Meredith, Ethan Meredith, and Mason Galloway. And the head coach in year number 7 with a record of 87 and 106 is Travis Johnston. Stephen, we've already had, got to continue here. Do you have any Stevens strategies to pick up the win for Grayson County?
You look back on some of the times that I played against high-profile players, and one of the things our coaches would say is you're not going to shut down their big guys. You're not going to shut down Price. You're not going to shut down Rice. So what you want to do is limit everybody else. You don't want anybody else to come in and have a really big game. I remember when I was a senior in high school, we were playing at Metcalfe County against J.P. Blevins.
He was pretty good.
Yeah, he was really good. And coming into the game, our coach was talking about him, and he was like, listen, Blevins is going to get his. What we got to do is we got to stop everybody else. Well, unfortunately, that night, they had 4 or 5 other guys at double figures, and that was really the dagger. I might throw in Sam. I got 2 blocks on J.P. Blevins that night. Had it not been for me, he would have had 48. But I squeezed him and put the glove on him and held him to 44.
How many of those 44 did he score against you, though?
Is it about time to take a break?
No, actually, we've got 50 seconds until we need to take a break. But I think also kind of to build upon what you said as well is, I agree. Price is going to get his 20 to 25. But you want to make sure he gets his 20 to 25 on 25 shots rather than 12 shots.
Yeah.
Make every shot difficult because Butler County has a lot of guys that can beat you around this horn. But I think, Stephen, the most important thing And it's the most important thing whenever any 12th district team matches up.
Yeah.
You got to keep your composure.
Yep.
Both teams are going to be fired up.
Absolutely. It's going to be highly contested tonight. You're going to see emotions at a very high level. You've got 2 student sections down on both ends. They're doing something with the pink tonight, having the Hall of Fame announcement. So definitely Butler County's going to bring it. So the Cougars have got to match them punch for punch here early on.
Grayson and Butler comes up next here on K105.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Hi, my name is Tara Mosley Hyde, and I'm the CEO of People Advocating Recovery. And I am also a person in long-term recovery. And when I first started my recovery journey, it wasn't always easy for me to access resources. So now you can call today at 833-8KY-HELP and get access to treatment and other options and other resources. Call today. There is no judgment and no shame to look for help.
About ready to roll here this evening. We do have a change to the lineup. Stephen, I can't read. Landon Haycraft is not starting. It's Gage Napier starting in his place. I do appreciate Butler County. During that, they were all reading newspapers when they announced Grayson County's lineup, which I don't know what's more impressive, that those kids know what a newspaper is or they were able to find one.
Yeah, kind of feeding off what we were talking about with Butler County. I think it's the same way for Coach Dockery. He's going to say it's going to be really hard to stop Jack Logston. You're not going to hold him to nothing. It's going to be really hard to stop Spencer Langdon and hold him to nothing. Who are those other guys that are going to step up? Is Brody Armstrong going to have a big game? Taden Logston, obviously, in the first time, I guess.
Hayden Robinson has been playing really well as well.
Robinson coming off the bench, and now you got Landon Haycraft, who started as much as anybody else, will be coming off the bench. Maybe he's the one to provide that spark plug.
In fact, Stephen, Landon Haycraft career high last time we were here, 12 points.
There you go.
One of the signs in the Butler County student section, Stephen, does say 2 things I hate: cancer and Grayson County.
Okay.
Gotta love the rivalry. Rice to jump for Butler, Logston to jump for Grayson, and the opening tip is controlled by the Butler County Bears, who work from left to right on the radio dial, wearing the white jerseys with the blue numerals. This Butler County team is really, really good. They've won 5 straight games. 3 near side by Price is good. That's probably not the start you wanted for Grayson County, to allow him to see the ball go through the net.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, not the start that you wanted to see.
Taden Logston has it up at the top of the key for Grayson County. Man-to-man defense for Butler County. Far side, Gage Napier. Bounce pass to Jack Logston on the right block. Spins around from 7 feet. Basket good. Good answer by the Orange and Blue. These 2 teams are the top 2 scoring teams in the 3rd region. 3 near side in transition. 2 strong and missed by the Bears. That was Briar Griffin. Taden Logston in transition. Layup, 2 short. Rebounded by Lawson Rice for Butler County. An outlet pass to the far side of the floor. Ty Price feeds it off into the far corner. Caslin, 3. It is short. Rebound on the floor. Tapped off and picked up by Griffin. Griffin spins around, gives it to Caslin. Cutting down the lane. Layup good. 5-2. Butler County on top. 7 minutes left in the first quarter of play.
I think this is exactly what we expected. High octane. Both teams really getting after it hard. Everything that is touted to be so far.
Grayson County 70.4 points per game. Butler County 76.8. points per game. These 2 teams can really fill it up. Logston down the left side, gets around Rice, and that's a foul on Lawson Rice. And if you're wanting a key, there's one of them.
Yeah.
You want Lawson Rice in foul trouble.
Just like we were talking about in the girls' game, it seemed like, especially during the first half, fouls became such a big factor in the game. You could see more of the same here in the boys' game.
Jack Logston to the line. First one, good. Jack on the season, 88%. Stephen, only 2 players in the state of Kentucky have a better free throw percentage.
Can't ask for any better than that.
And he's a freshman, and he puts both of them in. 5-4, Butler County on top of Grayson County. 6:38 left in the first quarter of play. Here from the Bear Cave in Morgantown, Kentucky. Price weaving through the defense, and he loses it on the way up. Armstrong with the ball. Up to Langdon, up the far side of the floor. Langdon back towards the middle, drives in, jump pass back outside to Tatum Logston. 3, a high arcing one. It is missed. Rebounded by Napier for Grayson County. Napier flips it off to Tatum Logston, who has to corral the pass. Tatum goes up on the right side. Basket, no good. It can't fall. Rice with the rebound for the Bears.
Good job of getting that offensive rebound. Probably should have went right back up with it.
5-4, Butler County has the 1-point advantage against Grayson County. They cross it off to the left wing. To the right wing. Driving in amongst the trees to Rice. The free throw line jumper is missed. Rebounded by Jack Logston for Grayson County. 5-4 is the lead. An outlet pass to Tatum Logston. He drives downhill on the left side. Bumped outside to Armstrong. 3 near side. In for Brody Armstrong. Cougs on top. 7-5.
Really big bucket right there. Becoming, no disrespect to anybody else, one of my favorite players for the Cougars this year, Brody Armstrong.
I'm waiting for the Brody Armstrong jersey, you to wear it. It is Jersey Day, Stephen.
Yep.
Price in the lane. The floater is short. Rebound on the floor by Armstrong for Grayson County. Armstrong an outlet to Tatum Logston, who breaks the timeline. Bounce pass to Napier on the right block. Lets the defender go by. Basket good for Gage Napier. Timeout Butler County. Really? 9-5 Grayson County. 5:15 left in the first quarter of play. This is Cougar basketball on K105. 30-second timeout by Butler County head coach Calvin Dockery. Stephen, this is exactly what you want to see from Grayson. And they're immediately meeting half-court defense. It is a 2-3 zone for Grayson County. Caslin, 3, left side, good. That's a big answer for the Bears. Caslin's got 5 early points.
In a couple games that I've watched, these guys, a couple steps past the three-point line, you still got to guard them. Their range is incredible.
Tatum Logston on the left side, bumped by Caslin, and there comes the foul. For Caslin, his first, team second. Butler County, they shoot 37.6% on threes. That's the second best in the region. They average making 8.6 threes per game.
What was he saying? They were averaging 79 a game?
76.8.
Yeah, that's pretty good for high school averaging that many points.
Jack Logston on the left wing, 9-8. Cougs on top. 4:43 left in the first quarter. Jack Logston, free throw line jumper blocked by Rice. Picked up on the floor by DeWeese. He'll flip it over to the far side, and driving in is Griffin. Kicks it off far side Rice, and he walks with it.
Pretty good idea right there. He had the defender up in the air. I didn't really necessarily see a walk, but referee was right on top of him, so you have to believe that he did.
I'm sure Calvin Dockery will tell Lawson Rice to shoot it. Steven,
yeah.
He's only shooting 48% from 3, just casual numbers.
Yeah, not too bad.
9-8, Grayson County on top by 1 point. Tatum Logston down the right side, bumped by Caslin. He splits defenders, tries to flip it up, blocked by DeWeese. Tipped up to Napier. Napier then has it knocked away from behind, and it'll stay here.
You know, just watching this game, Sam, it's exactly what we were talking about. Both teams are going to be getting after it really hard on defense, and you can see down at the other end right now, Butler County doing just that.
Tell you what, this is fun. It's just fun. You know, like it's what makes you love high school basketball in the state of Kentucky.
Absolutely.
Armstrong deep on the right wing, guarded by DeWeese. He blows past DeWeese, and DeWeese fouls him on the backside, and you could see that from the backside. He did get ball, but he made contact with the lower portion of his body.
And that's what you do with your Brody right there. When you get him on your hip, you just keep going. Nobody else was there, so good play by Brody, getting rewarded with a couple free throws.
DeWeese, his first team's third. Armstrong to the line to shoot 2. 70% on the season. First one good. This Grayson County team has drastically improved that free throw percentage. It's always been an Achilles heel. Cougars 22nd in the state in that category, 3rd in the region, trailing Davis County and Butler County. Armstrong makes both of them. Cougs up by 3. 4:06 left in the first quarter of play. Handoff pass to Price. Gage Napier has a hand in his face. Price pulls up, fadeaway three, and he's called for a foul. Travis Johnston not happy at all with the call. Happened right in front of him. And I think he's probably saying that's a bailout.
Yeah. Price was definitely off balance right there when he took up, but credit him going ahead and going up and being able to draw the foul.
Ty Price to the line, 81.7%, 39th in the state in free throw percentage. He's got two coming. First one, good. Price has received 4 college offers to play college basketball. Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, Eastern Kentucky, SEMO, and Jacksonville State, who's of course coached by former Kentucky Wesleyan and Western Kentucky head coach Ray Harper.
Yeah, a lot of connections in this area, so not a surprise to hear that he got an offer from there.
Third one coming from Price to tie the game up. Takes a long, deep breath, spins the ball in the left hand, lets it fly, and it's good. 11-11, halfway through the opening quarter of play here from Butler County High School. Armstrong drives in the right side, goes up, lets the defender go by, layup good. Another great strong take by Brody Armstrong.
Yeah, really good job right there on that penetration. Really good at you selling that head fake and getting the easy bucket.
Price kicks it into the near corner. 3 is up, and it is too strong by Griffin. Rebound, loose ball. Butler County's got it. I think Rice ended up tipping it off to Caslin, who gives it to Price. 3 left side, good. Ty Price has 9 early points. Butler County has the lead back at 14-13. Tate Logston drives in. Rice does not foul him. And it's going to stay here. No, they're going to change the call and going to send it to Grayson County. Or rather, change it to Butler County. I'm surprised they didn't get Price with the body there, Steven.
Yeah, couldn't really see it really well from this angle, Sam, but you would have to believe that he smacked part of Taden, but anyway, they didn't call it that way.
14-13, Butler County on top by 1. 3:13 left in the first quarter. Price 3, top side, no good. Rebound, bouncing around. It's tapped off. Taden Logston's got it. Logston spins at the top of the key. Free throw line, runs into Rice. Shots up, no good. Rebounded by Rice. Up the far side of the floor. Lawson Rice moves into transition. Basket, good by Lawson Rice at the rim. He goes over top of Jack Logston. And now the ball's deflected out of bounds, and it's going to stay here. 16-13. And I think, are we going to have a timeout?
No, it looks like we got a substitution.
And honestly, sometimes, Stephen, a substitution can be a timeout.
Yeah,
just getting a spark off the bench, and it's going to be Landon Haycraft.
Yeah.
16-13, 2:45 left in the first quarter of play. Taden Logston up at the top of the key. On the left side, handoff pass to Haycraft, left wing. Haycraft up top to Jack. Jack drives in the right side, kicks it off, far side, Armstrong, 3, too strong. Rebound on the floor by Price for Butler County. Price up the near side of the floor, Bears up by 3, 2:27 left in the first quarter of play. Price guarded by Taden Logston. Crossing it to Caslin, inside to DeWeese. DeWeese back outside to Rice, not a good pass. Rice had to go back and get it. Tap it back up to the Bowling Green transfer, Briar Griffith.
Sam, you can tell right there, probably pretty good coaching.
Price lets the defender go by, drives in, dumps the pass off, and it's taken away by Taden Logston. Outlet pass to Langdon. Langdon down the right side, lowers the shoulder, gets to the rim, does not fall. Caslin with the rebound. Coming down to Price, up the near side of the floor. Price pulls up a deep 3, it's no good. Steven, that's an awful shot by Ty Price.
Yeah, it really is, and even watching him, that's his game, though.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's my one downfall to Ty Price's game is get rid of those shots. I get you make it sometimes, but that's not a good shot.
No.
To the right elbow, Brody Armstrong. Foul, no whistle. Langdon up top, swings it off left side to Taden. Taden drives in, shot is up, good. Nice take by Taden Logston. 16-15, 1:20 left in the first quarter of play. Left side, Griffith. Into the far corner to Caslin. Caslin drives, off-balance pass out to Price. Price curls around Langdon. The floater is short. He gets his own rebound, puts it up too strong. Rebounded by Butler County on the inside. That's a new player for the Bears. That's Clayton DeWeese. He came in for Trevor DeWeese. Up top to Rice. In on Armstrong. An offensive foul called on Lawson Rice. That'll be his second.
Pretty good defense right there by the Cougars. They a couple times they penetrated on them. They were able to stay in front of the guy that was cutting there and did a good job, even though they got an offensive rebound. but then stayed after it and was able to get the offensive foul on Rice.
Hayden Robinson comes into the game for Grayson County. Brody Armstrong going to come out for a breather. And he immediately went to a bear hug into assistant coach Mason Galloway on the sideline. Taden Logston up top, bounce pass to Robinson at the right elbow. Robinson coming off of a career high his last time out against Whitesville Trinity. Langdon in the lane, drives down left side, and he's fouled from behind by Clayton DeWeese. I think who they're going to call this on. It is. That'll be Clayton's first, team's fifth. Regardless, it's 2 shots for Spencer Langdon, who is a 60.5% free throw shooter. First one good.
Yeah,
that ties us up at 16. Kobe Martin will come into the game. Going to give Taden Logston a little breather here with 41.7 on the clock in the first quarter. I like this here.
Yeah.
40 seconds left. Give your guy a breather.
Yeah.
Langdon gets the second. Cougs back on top, 17-16. 40 seconds left in the first quarter of play. What a ball game this has been. Griffin will cross the timeline across the near side of the floor. Over to DeWeese on the left side. Into the corner. Price curls around. Floater rolls in. Nice move by Ty Price.
Yeah, I thought it was going to kick off that far side. Probably should have used the board, but maybe he was too far under.
That hometown rim, it's friendly to you.
That's exactly right.
15 seconds of counting left in the first quarter of play. It's 18-17, Butler County on top. Kobe Martin with the ball up top for Grayson County with 7 seconds. Martin with 6 seconds. Here comes the double team. Martin drives down, dumps it into Haycraft. Haycraft up, off the glass. Basket's no good, and a foul is going to be called on Martin with 1.5 seconds on the clock. They're going to call him for over the back. That'll be his first, only the team's second. And Butler County will throw it from half court at the buzzer. It is short. 18-17. Butler County on top by 1 at the end of the first quarter of play. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
What a ball game we have here as we start the second quarter of play. Butler County 18, Grayson County 17. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith with you. Stephen, I see you had to sit down for a second. I think you need to take a little breather there. It's been such a good game.
Old man, I should have wore tennis shoes. I wore my boots tonight.
Loop it into Taden Logston, 18-17. Grayson County trails. Cougars will start the ball here in the quarter with the ball. Nice spin move by Kobe Martin. Misses the layup. They're going to count the basket.
Oh, wow.
I think contact was made with a net underneath, I think was the call. We saw that a couple of weeks ago. It went against Grayson County. Calvin Dockery wants an explanation. I think that is the call. So Kobe Martin will get the basket. This is something the KHSA officials are trying to put more of an emphasis on. Contact with the bottom of the net is a goaltending. 3 left side by Caslin, missed. Jack Logston picks up the loose board for Grayson County. Jack up the far side of the floor, 19-18. Grayson County on top, 7.5 left to play. Logston drives downhill, and he's fouled on the drive by DeWeese. That'll be his second. Clayton DeWeese picks up his second, team's first.
Pretty good job by Jack right there. Saw that he probably could take the guy that was guarding him to the hole. Just kind of made the decision, hey, I'm going to take this and make you foul me.
Jack Logston, free throw. First one missed for the state's third best free throw shooter.
It's the first time he's missed in about 3 weeks, isn't it?
It feels like that. Second one for Jack. No good. He missed them both. I don't know if he's done that all season. 7:25 left in the first half. 19-18, Grayson County on top by 1. Pass inside to Clayton DeWeese. Crosses it outside to the other DeWeese, Trevor. They'll give it back up top to Ty Price. They have the double team coming. Price, 3 from the volleyball line. It's no good. Rebounded by Kobe Martin. Martin Drives up the near side of the floor, in on Rice. The reverse layup is no good by Kobe Martin. Loose ball out of bounds off of Jack Logston. Steven, that's another shot by Ty Price that I don't think's a good shot.
No, it's not. It looked like Kobe may have slipped a little bit when he took up there and got a little bit off balance when he was coming off the floor right there. You hate to see that. I know he had a little bit of a knee trouble about a week ago. Hopefully he's okay.
Kobe Martin comes out. Brody Armstrong back into the game for Grayson County. And Lawson Rice comes back in for the Bears. He does have 2 fouls, something to keep in mind. Spin move in the lane, basket good by Trevor DeWeese for Butler County. Bears back on top, 20-19. 6:40 left in the first half of play. Tatum Logston loses his dribble, and that's a double dribble in the backcourt. And it is.
Yeah, nobody touched it. But he played it off well. You pick it up, and you take off, and make them call it.
Butler County will get the ball back with 6 minutes and 41 seconds left in the first half. 20-19. Inside pass to Rice. In on Logston. Rice shot left side, good. It's a very risky play by Calvin Dockery, putting Lawson Rice into the game with 2 fouls. And if I'm Grayson County, I'm drawing something up to go right at him. If he blocks you, he blocks you, but you want that 3rd foul. Langdon drives in on Caslin. On the right side, he's bumped and fouled by Caslin from behind. For Caslin, his 2nd. That's the team's 2nd. So Clayton DeWeese, Justin Caslin, and Lawson Rice all have 2 fouls for Butler County. Justin Caslin is still arguing with the official. Spencer Langdon to the line to shoot 2, and the first one's no good.
Doesn't look like he changed the official's mind right there, just like we were talking
about last night. You never will. Langdon misses both free throws. Grayson County's missed 4 straight free throws now.
You're down by 3. That's a big stat right now.
Caslin in the far corner into Rice. Basket good, and they're going to call a foul on Brody Armstrong on the inside. Rice will go to the line. That's one of those Stevens. I just would have said no call.
Yeah, I would have too. Brody's arms were down, and he was leaning back. In no way did he impede the shot. Probably had some contact down low, but I'm like you, play on.
It's Brody's first. Team's first. Rice to try and convert on the and 1 and make it 5 points. Rice, 78%. And he adds to that percentage with that free throw. Butler County on top by 6. This is a big possession here for Grayson. You're down 6 minutes to go in the first half. You need a bucket.
Yeah.
Taden in between the circles for Grayson, and a foul up top called on Butler County. It's called on Briar Griffin, his first.
No, it called it on Taden. The ball slipped away and Taden reached for it, and they called the foul on him.
Nope, they called it on, wait. We got a bloody nose, I think, for Taden Logs. No, they called this on Butler County.
Number 10.
Well, Jack Logson's standing out of bounds. Yeah, I think that's incorrect. I think the call was called on 15 Briar Griffin.
Okay.
Well, now they're going to talk it over. That was the call I saw.
Even though we hate it that it stops the flow of the game, that's the right thing to do for the officials right there to get together and make sure they get it right.
They do call it on Briar Griffin.
Yeah. You knew it from the beginning. I stand corrected.
I'm right once every couple of games. Langdon falls down with the ball. He lost it on the way down, though. Because of it, it's not a walk. Goes into the hands of Butler County. Price almost lost his dribble as he crosses the timeline. Price, downhill drive. He flips it off into the corner to Griffin. Griffin drives. Jump pass to DeWeese. Trevor DeWeese, 3, good. Timeout, Travis Johnston. It's a 9-point Butler County lead, 28-19, 5:48 to go here in the first half. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
28-19, Travis Johnston takes the full timeout. And And this message, Stephen, it's a good timeout. It's an important message for Grayson.
Yeah, it absolutely is. The way that Butler County is able to shoot the ball, this could get away from you really quick. So good for Coach Johnson to take this timeout really quick. But that's a dagger right there that DeWeese just hit. You know, you could look back in a few minutes if Butler County is able to stretch it out and think that was one of the biggest buckets of the game so far.
Grayson County trails Butler County 28-19. Here in this first half of play. 5:48 left in the first half. If you're Grayson, you just need a bucket.
Yeah, hopefully Johnson had the opportunity right there. You tell your guys you want to calm down, and you draw up a really good play right here, probably for either Spencer or Jack, I would assume, and you just want to get a really good look right here.
Taden Logston has it stripped on the way up, and now he's going to be called for a foul. That'll be his first. Team second.
That's what I thought happened the first time, but obviously was wrong. But
you were just predicting the future.
There you go.
Griffin on the left wing. He'll get it back after a handoff pass. He ball fakes. Now he's going to let it fly, and it's in and out. Rebounded by DeWeese. Put back good. And that's just bad rebounding on the inside by Grayson County to allow DeWeese an easy putback, and Butler County's on top by double figures. Logston is then fouled from behind by Griffin.
Yeah, that's a really bad foul right there as well. He got past him, and not only did he get beat on defense, then he multiplied it by reaching around and getting a foul there. So good job for Taden sticking tough right there.
Calvin Dockery not happy, but it was, Stephen. I mean,
yeah.
Inside pass, not a good one, taken away by Price. Price downhill drive, and he's fouled from behind by Armstrong. And that's going to be the second on Brody.
My guy.
And that's a tough one. You're fouling Price.
You never want to give him the chance to see the ball go through the basket.
Two of them coming for Ty Price. First one, good. Price on the season. He has a season high of 38. That came at Whitesville Trinity last week. Stephen, his season low was 17 against Frederick Douglass and the King of the Bluegrass, where the Bears did not win a game. Played some really good teams, though.
Yep.
Price makes them both. I think you're starting to hear Kenny Loggins playing here because it's a danger zone right now, Stephen, for Grayson County.
Yeah, it really is. Need to run a really good set right here and get a good shot.
Langdon drives in. He loses it on the drive, and it's just getting really sloppy for Grayson. Price throws it up to Rice, and he misses the alley-oop, and it's going to go out of bounds. Grayson County ball.
Obviously, you want to score, but at this point in the game, something like that would have really brought the crowd into it even more.
Jack Logston double teamed. He gives it back to Taden Logston. 32-19. 4:50 left in the first half of play. Taden, downhill drive, flip shot, left side, good.
Yeah, good
Butler
drive.
County, no help side defense there, and it's an easy point for Taden Logston.
Yeah, it really was. Got his.
Ty Price loses the ball. Grayson County's got numbers. Napier up to Taden. Taden down the right side. He's fouled hard by DeWeese.
On that last possession there, Taden had got his pocket picked a couple of times, but it doesn't see it. You could see it on him running up the floor right there. He was under control. He wasn't rattled. So really good to see that for the Cougars, that his body was under control, got an open layup, and now he's going to shoot free throws.
76.9%. Logston misses his first one. That's 5 straight misses for Grayson County.
Trying to claw back in the game, you can't afford to be missing that many free throws.
And they make that. And then scoring drought. 32-22. It's a 10-point game. Got to try and keep it within 10. And really, you can't let it. You really want to try and get it even closer than 10 with how good this Butler County team is.
You'd like to be able to net a point a minute and get this down around 5 or 6 at halftime.
DeWeese on the left side. He drives in. Floater, good. Butler County is dealing with a lot of foul trouble right now. They have 4 players with 2 fouls. Spencer Langdon, right up the middle. Spins in the lane. Jump pass. And a very late walk is called. And it's a turnover.
Didn't seem like you had a whole lot of resistance from the Grayson County bench that time, so must have
I think it was a walk. It was just a very long time to blow the whistle on.
Late, yeah.
Langdon's going to come out after a couple of turnovers. Haycraft comes back into the game for him. 34-22.
Pretty good sub right there. Get him over there, calm him down, and get him back in here.
Especially this is after a game that didn't go his way yesterday.
Yep.
Griffin at the free throw line. Picks up the dribble, gives it back up top to Trevor DeWeese. 3, too strong. Rebounded by Taden Logston for Grayson County. Taden Logston up the near side of the floor he comes. He's going to drive. He'll go up on Price, and the basket's good. Aggressive take by Taden. Price up at the top. He drives, and an offensive foul is going to be – no, they're going to call a foul on Taden.
Oh, wow. I don't know about that, Sam. It looked like he stuck his elbow out pretty good there, did Price. I don't know if Logston may be bleeding. He's walking over to the bench.
And he looked at the official and said he gave him an elbow. And Stephen, he did.
Yeah, he did.
For Taden, that's his second. So he goes to the bench. They give it into Rice. Up top to Griffin. Griffin thought about the 3, now drives in, runs over Napier. The basket's good. Napier didn't really have good positioning, which is why the offensive foul wasn't called.
Yeah, he kind of fell sideways, or he was turned sideways to try to draw the charge right there.
Griffin kind of landed on his shoulder.
Yeah, he did have good position, but Griffin did shift a little bit there when he left the floor.
Haycraft up top to Langdon, who had to come back into the game after Logston picked up his second foul. Langdon off to Haycraft. Haycraft on the left side, 2:55 to go in the first half. Langdon drives in, pulls up from 5 on the left side, too strong, gets his own rebound, spin move, back up, and he's fouled.
Yeah, good job sticking with it right there. And I'm just watching, saying that's 2 or 3, maybe 4 times down the floor that Jack hasn't touched the ball. And I don't think that would be part of the game plan. You got to get him some touches right here before the end of the second quarter.
Clayton DeWeese picks up his 3rd foul. Langdon misses the free throw. And Stephen, you can't be missing your free throws.
No, absolutely not. In a game this emotional, in a game like this, you got to make your free throws, which
Second
is what the girls did and ended up winning.
Missed them both. That's 4 straight misses for Spencer Langdon. It's 36-24. Cougars are 1 of 8 from the free throw line in this quarter. 3 by Price is missed. Jack Logston with a rebound.
Another one of those shots, a little bit ill-advised right there. Probably would have been better. They would have wanted to have been able to reverse the ball across the floor a couple times.
Logston drives in on Rice. Reverse layup, too strong. He was looking for a foul, and it didn't come. Loose ball. Napier gets it back for Grayson County. Napier flips it off to Jack Logston on the left side, and a foul's going to be called on Ty Price. And Jack Logston will go to the free throw line. To Price, that's his first. Jack will shoot 2. You know the free throws aren't going well when even Jack Logston was 0 of 2 in this quarter. Cougars 1 of 8. I mean, look at that, Stephen. You make half of those, and this is a completely different game.
Absolutely.
First one. Good. He gets them both, does Jack Logston. Brings the game back to within 10, 36-26. 2:15 left in the first half of play. Price to Griffin. On the near side up top to Rice. Feeds it over to the far corner. New player into the game for Butler County. That's Murphy. He misses the 3. Rebound put back by Rice on the inside is good. Without Brody Armstrong in there, Stephen, Grayson County really doesn't have anybody. They don't really have anybody to guard Rice to begin with, but with Armstrong not in, they really don't.
Yeah, you really got to get strong right here and dedicate yourself to making some rebounds.
Napier spin move, left side shot, nice. Good move by Gage Napier.
Yeah, that was a really good take right there. Came across the lane and then spun back. Good job by Gage.
Butler County into Murphy. He throws it away. Langdon's got it. Grayson County's got numbers. Langdon has a trail defender. He loses dribble, gains it back, goes up, shot, no good, short. Rice with a rebound. Gives it off to Price. Price angles back towards the near side, gets to the hole, blocked by Logston, but contact made.
Yeah, I think
for Jack, that's just his first.
I think he got him on the body, down low. He was able to tip the ball away, and good that he didn't have the opportunity to go for a three-point play, but I think he did get him down low, Sam.
Ty Price to the line, 5 of 5 from the line today. First one good.
And just as we've been talking about Grayson County hitting free throws, I don't know if Butler County's missed any.
They have not.
Yep.
7 of 7.
sometimes little things like that can end up being the biggest factors in the game.
Price gets the shooter's roll. 40-28, minute 24 to go. And if you're Grayson, you got to try to find a way to get yourself within 10 at the half.
Absolutely.
Martin at the logo. Handoff pass Robinson, 1:15 to go. Grayson in this first half of play. Grayson trails Butler County 40-28. Cougars have only scored 11 points in this quarter of play. Logston is fouled. No, they're going to call a walk.
Almost like he may have hit a wet spot or something right there. I think he was doing the right thing, taking it at Rice, trying to get him to pick up another foul, but not the outcome we were hoping for right there.
When he fell, I didn't know if Rice might have gotten him with a knee. Apparently he did not. Price drives in, jump pass to Murphy, far side three, no good. Jack Logston with the rebound for Grayson County. He tries an outlet pass, and it's not a good one, and Defectlick to take it away. Here comes Briar Griffin. He spins, gets away with a walk inside the lane. Rice loses it, Grayson County ball.
Didn't have a great view of that, but a pretty good job by Hayden Robinson on the far block, kind of banging down low with Lawson Rice right there. So maybe Hayden will be the one to step up and say, I may not get the rebound, but my guy is not going to get the rebound either.
Case Hooten comes in for Lawson Rice. It's probably a good substitution for Calvin Dockery to put Lawson Rice on the bench with those 2 fouls for these last 40 seconds. Especially with a 12-point lead.
Yep.
Jack Logston, top of the key. He'll pull up a three, top side, too strong. Rebound on the floor by Price. That's probably not a good shot for Grayson County. Price in the lane, gets away with a walk, and he loses it out of bounds anyways. Tayton Logston going to come off the bench. He'll come back in for Robinson. 23.3.
Credit to the Grayson County student section, Sam. They're right underneath us, and they're on top of every single call right now. Jersey night.
It is. 15 seconds and counting in the first half, 40-28. Butler County on top by 12. Tayton drives in, and a reach-in foul is going to be called. Or it might not be a reach-in. It might be bodying up by Murphy. It is.
Yep.
Murphy's first. 2 shots coming for Tayton Logston. And again, you want a story of this first half of play. Free throws tell it.
Yep.
Grayson County makes them, and this is a ball game.
Yeah, you're within 4 or 5, definitely within closer, within striking distance, I should say.
Tayton puts in the first free throw. Officials talking.
Don't know what Tayton could have been saying right here. Looks like
maybe he was asking where they were going for dinner later.
Spoke his piece, and now he's going to hit his free throw.
And he does. Hayden Robinson and Kobe Martin come in. Tayton Logston smartly comes out with those 2 fouls. 11.5, and Stephen, you cannot let Butler County score here.
No, that's exactly right. You've got to put it upon yourself right now and say, my man is not going to score.
Price gets a screen over down the left side with 5 seconds. Fade away 3, left side, it's no good. Napier with the rebound for Grayson County. He'll throw it up to Langdon, catch and shoot. It's no good. I don't think it would have counted anyways, but wow. The end of the first half of play, Grayson County trails Butler County 40-30. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back to Butler County High School. Grayson County trails 40-30 at the half to Butler County. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith back here with you. And Stephen, exciting first half of play. Grayson County withstood the run. And you're within striking distance, but I think you're going to have to make some changes at the half.
Yeah, I really think you do, Sam. They were, Butler County's the type of team that they can shoot themselves in a game, but they can also shoot themselves out of the game. Price, obviously a phenomenal player, but takes some ill-advised threes. You're getting a long rebound, so that's one of the things Coach Johnson's got to be talking about. We're going to have to do better on the boards. You got to do better on your free throws, and you got to make up your mind while they're bringing the ball down the court. I'm not going to let my guys score no matter what, and if there's a ball goes up, I'm going to get the rebound.
Coming up on our halftime show, run down the scores from around the region and the scoring from this game. Again, your score at the half, Grayson County trails Butler County 40-30. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Butler County High School, where Grayson County trails Butler County 40-30 at the half. See if we can't run down a score or two from around the region as we look through. Important one to bring you. Grayson County and girls defeated Butler County earlier tonight, 46-40. Score update to bring you at the half. Edmondson County leads Whitesville Trinity in boys 37-24.
Looks like their girls game was 44-29, Edmondson County.
Edmondson County wins that game. It was 10-10 at the half of that one. Boys score. Bowling Green leads Greenwood at the half 45-32. Davis County and Owensboro Catholic. Davis County leads by 6 in the fourth quarter of that game. LaRue County over Caverna in boys 63-47.
Meade County over Hancock on the girls' side by 1, 38-37.
And that is Grayson County's opponent tomorrow, the girls. Meade County, of course, losing their best player, Peyton Bradley, to an ACL earlier on this week. Those are most of the scores that we have to bring you from around the region. Take a break, run down the scoring from this game after this. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, Our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County trails Butler County 40-30 at the half, running on the scoring for the first half of play. First for the Bears, 15 for Ty Price, 9 for Lawson Rice, 9 for Trevor DeWeese, 5 for Justin Castle, and 2 for Briar Griffin. For Grayson County, it's 8 for Taden Logston, 7 for Brody Armstrong, 6 for Jack Logston, 4 for Gage Napier, and 2 for Kobe Martin and for Spencer Langdon. Big stats, Butler County, 8 of 8 from the free throw line in the first half. Stephen, Grayson County, 11 of 18.
Yeah, we talked about that quite a bit, Sam, about them missing free throws, and I would have really thought that it would have been worse than it was because I think they missed 6 in a row at one point. But, you know, you listen to those stats. If you're looking for a positive right now for Coach Johnson telling his team at halftime, our 2 leading scorers hadn't gotten off yet. Jack has, 6?
And the first and only 1 shot from the field that I believe was his first make.
Yeah, got 6 points. Spencer only has 2. So you don't, obviously you're never going to give up, but there's a lot of things that you believe can go your way here in the second half, and you'll be able to claw back in.
40-30, Grayson County trails. Second half's next on K105.
Hi, my name is Tara Mosley Hyde, and I'm the CEO of People Advocating Recovery. And I am also a person in long-term recovery. And when I first started my recovery journey, it wasn't always easy for me to access resources. So now you can call today at 833-8KY-HELP and get access to treatment and other options and other resources. Call today. There is no judgment and no shame to look for help.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
We start the third quarter of play here from Grayson County High School, or from Butler County High School. Butler County leads Grayson County 40-30. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith here with you in a very warm and toasty Butler County High School.
Seems appropriate for a bear den.
It is. I don't know that there's going to be much hibernation happening here after we had a very exciting first half of play. And the Bears will start with the second half of play. But if you're Grayson County, you're hoping that a little hibernation comes out to slow down some of this offensive attack of the Bears. Price drives in, jump pass inside to Rice. Rice met on the pass. He's able to recover and put it in. Lawson Rice moves into double figures with 11 points. And Butler County is up by 12, 42-30. And Butler County, just like they started the game, an early basket and a foul up top called on Justin Caslin. That's his third.
Yeah,
Foul trouble to mention really quick. Caslin, DeWeese each have 3 for Butler. That's Clayton DeWeese. Trevor DeWeese has 2. Griffin has 2. Rice has 2. For Grayson County, really quick, 2 fouls, Tayden Logston, 2 fouls, Brody Armstrong. To the near elbow, Brody Armstrong. He curls around down that left side, goes up, and it's blocked. He gets the ball back. He's going to try to go back up with it, looking for help, and finds it with Tayden Logston up top. Tayden Logston down the left side, spin move off the side, blocked out of bounds by Griffin.
Yeah, Brody may have gotten away with a 3-second right there in the lane, but good job keeping his composure and kicking it out.
The Grayson County student section wanted a little bit of a technical foul called on Griffin after celebrating that play. And Steven, do we not have a foul there?
That's probably one of those things, Sam, where the ball went out. Grayson County's going to get it back, so you just let them play.
I don't really know why somebody's on the floor on the far side of the field. He needs to get off the floor.
Yeah, you're
Game
exactly
is happening.
Right.
Tayden Logston in between the circles, pulls up, free throw line jumper, dies off the back of the rim. Napier gets the rebound, and he throws it. Tried to throw it off a Butler County player, and Ty Price ends up somehow coming down with the ball. I don't know how he really got it. He drives, and he tries to split defenders himself. Napier gets the ball right back. Tayden at the free throw line, bumped, drives, basket good. Tayden moves into double figures.
Yeah, that's a big bucket right there. Continuing, got to go to the hole until they stop you, and that's what he did.
Left wing, Griffin walks. 6:35 to go in the third quarter, 42-32. This is where you, if you're Grayson, even a little 5-0 run.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely want to for sure keep it no more than what it is right now. Hopefully get it down 5 or 6 before the end.
Tayden Logston in the lane, off the left block, basket no good, almost falls, Bill. He'll go to shoot 2. Justin Caslin going up to plead his case. And he's done that every single foul, and the official Brad Helton says, okay, I've heard enough.
Yeah, I've heard all I want to hear. Really pretty good job of officiating, I would say, right now for these 3 guys.
Briar Griffin picked up his 3rd foul there, team's 2nd. First one for Tayden is good.
Good sign hitting the free throws here early on in the third quarter.
And Grayson County 11 of 18 from the line in the first half of play. That's really the difference.
Yep.
This would make it an 8-point game. And it's good.
Good job.
I thought it was a little short.
Yeah.
Tayden's got 12. It's an 8-point game, 42-34. Steven, this is where you want to stop.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it'd be, this is one of those times.
Lawson Rice on the right side, ball fake, jump pass left side to Griffin. He'll do another ball fake. Got Langdon to leave his feet. Give it to the corner to Caslin, 3. Too strong. Jack Logston with the rebound for Grayson County. He'll do an outlet pass to Tayden Logston. Tayden drives in, lowers his shoulder, stripped on the way up, gains it back. Into the corner, Langdon, let the defender go by. Let the defender go by again and walks with it.
Actually thought there may have been a double dribble before there. I guess he kept his dribble alive on that first fake and then sidestep. Probably should have shot it the second time.
That's always one of those, too. If you're Spencer, you're behind the 3. Go into that ball fake. Let the defender go by. They're going to call that every time. It's not an offensive foul.
Yep, no, you're exactly right.
Left side into the corner to Rice. Up top to DeWeese. Left elbow now to Caslin. His spin move, basket, no good. Jack Logston with the rebound for Grayson County. Jack down the near side of the floor as he angles back towards this side. 3, top side, got it!
Good. Yeah, you almost get the sense the way they're playing here early in the third quarter. Coach Johnson told them at halftime, push it, take off, go.
Foul called on Tayden Logston, and he did have his hands low instead of out on that play. He tries to plead his case. For Tayden, that's his 3rd, team's first, and immediately Landon Haycraft comes off the bench, and this is a tough decision for Travis Johnson, Steven. Tayden's been the best player for Grayson County today. 3 fouls, that's tough. It's a tough decision.
It is a tough decision, but I think Coach Johnson made the right one right here. Give him a break. Probably, I would say we'll get him back in here before the end of the third quarter, but you do need to let him sit down and cool off a few minutes.
5:21 left in the third quarter. It's a 5-point game. Grayson County trails by 5. Rice takes it back out front. To left side to DeWeese. Up top to Price, gets a screen. Price lowers the shoulder and is going to be fouled on the turn, is the call on Jack Logston. No, they call an offensive? Oh, no. Somebody's on the floor again.
Is that Jack's second?
That is Jack Logston's second foul. Team second. I heard the Grayson County students cheering, and somebody's filming them and should be on the floor. Rice off to the left wing to DeWeese. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. Crossing it to Castlin, runs in, that's an offensive foul.
Absolutely, yeah. You could see that from a mile away. Good job there by Jack, drawing the contact, falling, and being able to get the charge. Is that 4 on
That
Castlin?
is 4 on Justin Castlin,
Yeah.
and that's the team's third.
That's a big take right there by Jack. Good job.
Calvin Dockery didn't like it, but that's textbook.
Yep.
And it shows, too, on an offensive foul. You don't have to fall down.
Yeah.
4:48 to go. Grayson County has brought the game to within 5 here in this third quarter. To Logston at the left elbow. Logston holds the ball low at the free throw line. Jump pass to Langdon. Langdon to Napier. Napier drives in, dumps it to Logston. Cutting down. Basket no good, but Jack will go to the line. We'll see who the foul's on. If it's on Rice, it's his third. If it's on Clayton DeWeese, it's his fourth. It's on Clayton DeWeese, that's his fourth.
Really good job right there by Gage in this corner closest to us, Sam. Made an up fake and then penetrated. Jack came right down the middle of the lane. Overall, just a good play.
Jack's first free throw, good. One thing about Gage Napier, Stephen, he's smart.
He is, yeah.
And that is another thing you almost can't teach as a coach. He has instincts.
A lot of times you'll see players.
Both free throws good by Jack. Go on.
Fill in the stat sheet and they're doing things, but then you've got those other teams that necessarily they're not doing great things all the time, but they do the simple things really well, and that's what you need on your team.
Price inside to DeWeese, who spins and walks. No! Foul called on Grayson County on the inside. It's 42-39. Grayson County's brought the game to within 3. Langdon picks up the foul. It's his first. Taden Logston going to come back in with 4:19 left.
You know, the Cougars rolling right here. You almost think you maybe –
I probably would have left him out a couple more minutes.
Yeah, I do. I think I would have too.
Inside wide open, Price, layup good. That stops the bleeding for Butler County. Price has 17 points. That's a tough break for Grayson County. Immediately, Spencer Langdon come off the bench. He sat down, Stephen, for 12 seconds. Napier, bounce pass back out front to Taden Logston. 44-39, halfway through the third quarter. Butler County on top. Jack looked to get the pass. Spin move, fadeaway jumper, no good on the roll. Rebounded by DeWeese for Butler County. Up the near side, Griffin feeds it inside to Clayton DeWeese, who does not get called for a walk. Instead, it's Ty Price, long 2. It is not basket interference. Griffin on the inside, and now they're going to call a foul on Grayson. Stephen, I'll be honest, ball should have been headed to Grayson twice on that possession. Probably should have been basket interference, and then it absolutely was a walk on DeWeese.
Yeah, it looked like DeWeese came in there flying in. Good job by him trying to pep the crowd up even more with the dunk, but I think the ball was still in the cylinder.
Griffin to the line to shoot 2, 74.2%. First one good. Butler County on 9 of 9 from the stripe in this game.
I'm a firm believer, though, Sam, the ball doesn't lie, so if he hits both of these free throws, it was the right call.
Taden Logston does go back out. And he makes them both. 46-39. Grayson County had brought it to within 3. Butler County has expanded it back to 7. 3:33 to go here in quarter number 3 here on K105. Napier to the right elbow to Logston. Back to Napier. He thinks about it and buries it.
I think he almost lost the handle going up, kind of double clutched it, but still knocked it down. That's a big basket to pull.
3 by Napier to make it a 4-point game. 3:14 to go in the third quarter. Price at the top side. Into the corner to Griffin. Griffin drives. He dumps. Basket. Good. Right side. And a foul is called on Grayson County on the inside. Called on DeWeese. Or called on Grayson County. It's called on Napier.
I didn't even see him down there. I don't think we can change the referee's mind either, so I guess
no,
we'll
and I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just didn't see it.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I am too.
Clayton DeWeese makes the N1 and brings it back to within 7, so that pretty much waves off the 3 by Gage Napier.
Yep.
Langdon crosses it to Haycraft. Free throw line, Jack Logston. Far elbow. He curls around to the near side. He tried to get it to Napier. Didn't have a great window. Gives it to Langdon. Langdon loses the dribble, gives it back to Gage on the right side. Into the corner, look to get it. Crosses it to Haycraft, 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Logston, left elbow, too strong. Armstrong rebound. Armstrong goes back up.
Good job.
Good for Brody Armstrong on the inside. He's got 9. 49-44, 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Inside to DeWeese. Looks to find help, finds it up top to Trevor DeWeese. 3, left side by Price. It's good, and he's fouled. And I think Price sold that on the fall.
Yeah,
that's
a big bucket right there, Sam.
Because that's a three-pointer, and he'll go to the line to try and convert on the N1. Foul was called on Langdon. His second. That's one of those I wish we had replay, Stephen. And he makes the 3 to make it a 9-point game. Timeout on the floor, 53-44, 2:23 to go. In this third quarter. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Back to Morgantown, 53-44, Butler County on top. And Calvin Donkery took that timeout, and that was a huge sequence of the 4-point play by Ty Price.
Yeah, it really was, Sam. You look up, and we got it within, I think, got as close as 4 maybe. Now you look up, they've been able to stretch it out to 9. That's a pretty big last minute and a half of game time right here.
To touch on foul trouble for Butler County, Clayton DeWeese has 4 fouls. Justin Caslin has 4. 3 for Briar Griffin. For Grayson County, Caden Logston has 3. That's the only foul trouble to bring you. 2:22 left in the third quarter of play. Grayson County ball out of the timeouts. Taden Logston back into the game with those 3 fouls, and I think it was time. Deep 3, Langdon near side. It pops in and out. No, it does roll in. The roll is there for Spencer Langdon. A huge 3 to bring it back to within 6. I didn't think it was going to fall. Stephen Price, high arcing shot, no good. Rice with a rebound, spin move on the inside over Logston, misses the shot. Fighting for it, Armstrong rips it away for the Cougars.
Good job by Brody right there, being able to go in and just making up his mind.
Taden Logston lowers his shoulder, flips it up. Basket, no good, but he'll go to the line. Taden is a strong driver, Stephen.
Yeah, he really is, and you can tell when he makes up his mind, I'm going to go, and you're going to have to stop me.
And most times, stopping me equals fouling me.
Fouling me, yep, you're exactly right. Big free throws right here, Sam.
First one, too strong. I mean, you could circle it, Stephen. Grayson County's missed 7 free throws. You're down by 6.
Yep.
You make half of those, and I mean, it's a ball game right now, but it's a whole lot more interesting, and he misses that one as well. Armstrong with a rebound, but fell down and lost the ball.
Oh, wow.
Rice has it. Butler County has numbers. Rice to Price. Price drives in on Logston, and he's fouled by Jack. That's Jack's 3rd. Team's 5th.
Just like what we were talking about with Taden down on this end, Price just made up his mind he was going to penetrate right there and kept going until somebody fouled him. I credit to him for doing that.
Price makes it. He's got 22 and counting now. That's a tough swing. You have a chance to bring it to within 4, and now Rice could try and expand it, or Price could try and expand it to 8. And he does. That's a tough break for Grayson County. Armstrong gives it into Jack Logston. It's where somebody needs to step up.
Yep.
90 seconds left in quarter number 3. Taden Logston at the top of the key. Guarded by Griffin. No look pass to Langdon. Langdon will drive. He'll do a kick pass outside to Logston. Taden Logston drives, loses, feeds it outside to Haycraft. 1:20 left in the third quarter. Taden Logston 3, far side. It is short. Rebounded by Rice, who's in stripped, and they're going to call a foul on Armstrong.
Yeah.
The Cougar faithful, Stephen, none too thrilled with that call.
No.
That's his 3rd. and that's free throws for Lawson Rice.
You hate to see it, Sam. It probably was a foul, though, but
I don't know. We get as good of an angle at anybody on that. Tough call, especially because now Butler County has a chance to make this a 10-point game. First one good by Rice. Bears still yet to miss from the free throw line.
Either way, Lawson Rice is shooting free throws, so it doesn't matter what we think.
Well, I was thinking ball out of bounds.
Oh, yeah.
What do I know, though? Rice makes them both. 10-point game, 57-47. Grayson County, had 2 free throws down 6 to bring it to within 4. Missed them both. Butler County's now made 4 straight free throws. Well, they made all their free throws today. Tayden Logston kicks it to Jack Logston. Not a good pass. So Jack now will pull up the 3. Got it! Huge one for Jack Logston. Timeout on the floor taken by Travis Johnston. That makes it a 7-point game, 57-50, with 1:03 left in the third quarter of play. Just a 30-second timeout taken by Travis Johnston. And Jack buries a big 3. I don't know how great of a shot it was, Steven, or a decision to shoot it, but he put it in.
Yeah, I guess the ends justify the means on that one.
We'll try to see here if I can't refresh and bring you maybe a final score update or two from other boys action in the area. Nothing has come through as of yet. Warren Central did defeat South Warren in boys 84-53.
If I could, I'd like to give a shout out, getting a text from his mom. I'd like to say we appreciate the Spaldings listening tonight, and hang in there, Nash. Someday we're going to be watching you in the blue and orange play on this floor.
1:03 left here in this third quarter of play. Butler County has the ball, 57-50. They lead by 7 against Grayson. Price, ball fake in the corner. The double team comes. Up top to DeWeese. Onto the right side, driving in is Griffin. He gets the hole and flips it up. Way too easy for Briar Griffin on the drive. He's got 6, back to 9.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown right there. Once he got past the first wave of defenders, there was nobody else there to stop him.
Because I really don't think the defense has been awful by Grayson County today by any stretch.
No, it hasn't been.
Especially compared to Tuesday night against Meade County, where it's just about as bad as it had been all season.
Yeah.
5-out look for Grayson County. 20 seconds left here. Logston pulls up from 18. He slipped. Ball, loose ball, and Griffin's got it for Butler County. Into Price. Price, reverse layup, good. 11-point game now here in this third quarter. 7 seconds and counting. Martin weaving through. Martin at the hole, flips it up. Good by Kobe Martin with 2 seconds. Price will pull up from beyond half courts, and it's no good. The end of the third quarter of play. Butler County leads Grayson County 61-52. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
61-52, Grayson County trails Butler County as we start the fourth quarter of play. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith with you here this evening. In fact, Stephen, I look up, it looks like one of our former K105 crew members, Jaden Kinney, has snuck into the building up here. He's moved down to Clinton County, and he sneaks in and doesn't even come say hi. What a jerk.
Yeah. Big bucket right there at the end of the fourth.
It was by Kobe Martin.
Yeah, cutting it down to 9. That seems a whole lot better than 11.
Grayson County does start with the ball, too, which is even bigger. Langdon at the free throw line. Jump past the far side to Jack Logston. He'll pull up the 3. It's short. Loose ball rebound off of Grayson County. Tough for really to see. I think it came off of Langdon in the back of his heel.
Yeah,
it was a good call.
From our vantage point, tough to see that one.
Grayson County's got to start stringing together some stops. Off to the right side, DeWeese, three, no good, rebounded by Langdon, and then he loses the ball off of his foot, and the ball will go back to Butler. And that was just Spencer losing the ball. There wasn't anything to it.
Just a tough break right there, yep. Caslin checking back in with his 4 fouls.
Seems like the loose balls have been more Butler County friendly today.
Yep, I agree.
And sometimes, just how it be.
That's the way the ball bounces.
Lawson Rice up top to Price. Price guarded by Martin. Tries to turn the corner, pulls up a right side three. No good. Tapped in, no good. Logston had the rebound and then might have been fouled. No whistle. Outlet pass to Martin. Martin inside, he's fouled. And we'll see who they call this on. For Butler County, it is on Trevor DeWeese. That is just his 3rd. 2 shots coming for Kobe Martin.
Good job by Jack right there, seeing the floor, throwing the baseball pass to Kobe Martin as he was running down the floor, and hopefully he'll be able to put in these 2 free throws. Don't know what kind of shooter he is from the line.
54% is Kobe Martin. Buries the first one. 61-53. Grayson County trails. Free throws, massive down this stretch. Both of them good for Kobe Martin. 7-point game, 61-54. And here you go, Steven. 7-point game, 7 minutes to go. You got 7 one-minute games. You got to win each one by 1.
That's exactly what I was just thinking. You want to make up a point every minute, maybe 2. Don't exactly know how long they'll let them stand out here and dribble it. I don't think for Grayson County you can let it happen very long.
Briar Griffin is just standing, and Tayden Logston now says, okay, not enough of that. Griffin flips it, throws it away. DeWeese wasn't looking. Langdon bounce pass to Tayden Logston. Tayden Logston, right side, good. He drives in. It's a 5-point game. 6.5 to go in the 4th quarter of play. Price on the right wing, lowers the shoulder, stripped, taken away by Grayson County. Jack Logston behind the back dribble. Outlet pass to Tayden Logston. Tayden drives in, wide open layup, too strong. Rebounded by DeWeese. Circle that play for Grayson County. Lawson Rice, he'll go to the line, fouled by Jack Logston. That's 4 on Jack.
You're exactly right, Sam. You look at when the game is this close, this high emotions, you just can't afford to miss open layups.
That would have made it 3, and now Lawson Rice probably is going to make these both, and it's another 4-point swing. And a lot of those have gone Butler County's way today.
Yep, you're right.
First one good.
They still perfect from the line tonight? I mean,
17 of 17 from the free throw line.
I think we continue to beat a dead horse, but that's the difference in the game right now.
18 of 18 is Butler County, and they nearly throw it away, does Grayson County. They got numbers now. Tayden Logston flips it off to Langdon. 3, far side, good for Spencer Langdon. Brings it back to a 4-point game. 6 minutes left in this 4th quarter of play, 63-59. Cougars trying to move to 4-0 in district play. Deep 3, Griffin, good to answer.
I was just getting ready to say, Sam, we won that minute. We cut the lead back down, and then he goes down and hits a dagger of a 3.
You still won that minute.
Yep.
But it ends up evening out here, but you got another minute game here. Tayden Logston drives short. Rebounded by Butler County. DeWeese ends up giving it off to Price. Price loses the ball and walks with it.
I don't exactly know how you can call a walk right there, but he did, so.
To take a word from yours, again, somebody is on the floor, and they need to get rid of him or something. He's on the floor, and Spencer Langdon almost backed into him. Off to the right side, Jack Logston. Give it into the corner to Kobe Martin. Inside pass deflected and taken away. Good defense by Butler County. They give it up to Bryce, but great job by Kobe Martin to deflect it out of bounds.
That was a really good job by Kobe getting back right there.
66-59, 5:14 to go here in this 4th quarter of play. Up top to Price. He played even that first minute and the second minute, Stephen. As we're saying here, 5 minutes to go. It's 66-59. That missed layup is huge, and missed free throws.
Yep.
Has been the game. Price on the right side. Backs it up. I thought he was going to pull up a deep one. Give it right back to him.
Especially like you said, on a night where it seems like the ball is bouncing Butler County's way. You can't have very many of those missed opportunities.
Butler County, Caslin just fell down, and he's coming up limping. I hope he's okay. I don't know if he slipped on some sweat, and they're going to call a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, 4:33 to go. It's 66-59. Butler County leads Grayson. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
The governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors the storm. Those in the following counties, therefore, should seek.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
(66-59). Grayson County has the deficit against Butler County with 4 minutes and 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of play. I was going to say, I thought it was a 30-second timeout called, but they're still in the huddle.
Sam, you made the comment here with 7 minutes to go. We were down by 7. 2.5 has rattled off the clock, and we're still down by 7.
And that layup, you're going to circle.
Yep.
Now, and I'm not blaming Tayden for this game by any stretch if they end up losing. There's been a lot of reasons, and a lot of it credit goes to Butler County. Caslin on the drive, flip shot left side, no good. Logston with a rebound for Grayson County. And now we have a technical foul called on Butler County's Calvin Dockery. Is it Calvin Dockery or Justin Caslin? And now Tayden picks up a technical for padding the bench, the test of Caslin. And he did. He walked by and he patted the chest of Caslin.
Oh, gosh, you just simply can't.
And for Caslin, that's 5. He fouls out. For Tayden, that is 4.
In a game like this, it's
Travis Johnson is hot.
Every possession, the game is on the line.
I didn't see what Caslin did to warrant the technical.
No, I missed it either.
But very well, these officials probably had a conversation and said, hey.
Tempers are going to flare.
But there is a line.
Yep.
Justin Caslin does have a technical. He fouls out of the game. So they offset. And it'll be Grayson County ball, I believe. Because there's no free throws now because of this.
The ball was live, so is that a jump ball?
I believe it should remain Grayson, but if it is a jump ball, the arrow is favored towards the Bears. Clayton DeWeese comes back into the game for Butler County. He does have 4 fouls. So now with Grayson, Logston has 4 and Logston has 4. So both the Logstons have 4. It is Grayson County ball. 4:22 to go. 66-59. We touched on it in the open, Stephen. One of my keys to the game was keeping your head in it, and that was a huge sequence that Grayson County, could have gotten two points and the ball.
Yeah, Jack should be shooting free throws right now.
Tayden drives in, pulls up in the lane, floater, no good, short. And by no means, he deserved the technical, too. I absolutely do agree with the call.
Right.
4 minutes left, 66-59. Griffin on the left side, up top to Price. Martin's done a good job on Price over these last couple of minutes.
Yeah, he has.
DeWeese feeds it inside, taken away by Langdon. Great defense. Outlet pass to Martin. Martin drives, loses. I think it might have hit off of Butler, and it did. It hit off of DeWeese.
Yeah, definitely slipped out of Brody's hands right there, but it did hit off DeWeese's knee out of bounds. Good call by the official.
3:47 left in the fourth quarter of play, 66-59. Tayden will trigger from underneath. Into Armstrong, wide open. Thought about the 3, gives it to Martin. He'll take it, and it's short rebound. Armstrong has it, runs it down in the near corner. Armstrong back to Jack Logston. Players are slipping and sliding on the floor like it's a slip and slide, Stephen.
Yeah, we were just talking about that in the break. I think it's getting really humid in here, and the floor is sweating.
Jack Logston off the glass, looking for a foul. Shot's too strong and missed. And it's rebounded by Butler County. 3:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Griffin to the hole, layup, good. Aggressive take by Briar Griffin, and it's a 9-point game with 3:13 to go. Logston, Taden drives in amongst the trees. It goes over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. And they're going to point towards Grayson. I guess it was deflected on the way up. It was deflected on the way up, says the official, Brian Robinson.
Not a whole lot of, doesn't look like Butler County's fussing very bad, so he must have got a finger on it.
And they like to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Into the corner, Langdon got a screen. Langdon lowers the shoulder, goes up with a shot, fouled. Shot's no good. And Steven, we've been saying it all game. These free throws, you have to make them.
Yeah, no question about it if you're going to have a chance to get back in this game.
And that's 5 on DeWeese.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Clayton DeWeese fouls out with 3 points. 2 Bears have fouled out of this game. Another thing I touched on in the open, Steven, if you want a downside to this Butler County team as Langdon makes the first free throw, is
not
depth.
very deep. Yep.
And that's just a fact. They're not a very deep team. Langdon makes the first and makes the second. It was a 9-point game with 3 minutes to go, Steven. These are now 3-point games. You got to win each of these by 3 over these minutes. You're up 2 right now. Feeding in the corner, Price, 3, in and out, it pops. Rebound, rolling around. Butler County's got it. Griffin feeds it to Rice, goes up with a dunk. 9-point game, 70-61. Langdon, deep 3, got it! He put it in from the Green River. A deep one for Spencer Langdon, 6-point game, 70-64, 2.5 to go in the fourth quarter of play. To DeWeese, into the corner, up top to Rice, 3, left side, good. Price had not scored in the fourth quarter play until then. 9-point game. Jack Logston, spin move off the glass, basket no good, but he's fouled. I think they're going to call this on Trevor DeWeese. That'll be his 4th.
3.
No, they call it. They call that on Lawson Rice. That is his 4th.
3 back-to-back possessions right there. You had the dunk by Rice. Come down, Langdon hits the 3, and you're thinking, okay, we cancel that out. Then Price hits the 3.
Jack, 3 from free throw, good. 2:14 to go. Again, if you're Grayson, you've got to make these free throws. And they do. Landon Haycraft got to come into the game. Probably give Kobe Martin a breather. I'll tell you what, Steven, Kobe has played great today.
Yeah, he really has. Been really active on defense. Extremely athletic for his size. And been flying around doing a good job guarding Price in that fourth quarter.
Price drives in on Haycraft. He's fouled. 2 shots coming for Price, and that's not what you wanted for Grayson. Haycraft, just his first. 2 shots coming for Ty Price. Butler County in this game, 18 of 18 from the free throw line. Price has 2 coming. Good on the first. Been a great ball game, though, Steven.
Yeah, it really has. We talked about it being really high energy, and it's been everything that we touted it to be.
I think Dockery's going to want a timeout if Price puts this in, and he does. And there is a timeout on the floor taken by Butler County. It's going to be just a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here with 2:08 left in this ball game. 75-66, 2:08. Steven, mindset offensively.
I don't think you're at a point to where you're going to start fouling just yet. I would think Coach Johnson right now is drawing up a play to possibly get Jack or maybe Spencer a 3. But you're getting down to that. You're getting down to that point to where you're not going to be able to make several passes. You're going to have to start getting some quick looks, and then you just got to knock them down. And I think for the Cougars right now, that's where your mind has to be. You got to make a couple passes, get an open shot, and then we got to be ready to knock them down.
And if you get fouled, you got to make them.
Yeah.
Butler County is doing that today.
Then on the other side, you got Coach Dockery saying exactly the opposite thing, saying, listen, guys, they're probably going to start taking some quick shots. You can't let your guy get away from you for a split second. You got to stay on them, and you got to stay tough in defense.
Score update to bring you. Edmondson defeats Whitesville Trinity 84-52. That is a final in boys. And Davis County defeats Owensboro Catholic. I don't have the final score of that game. Another one, Meade County beat Hancock County in boys basketball 59-42. Those are a couple of the scores from around the 3rd region today. These two teams both 3-0 in 12th district play. The band continues to play. That's a technical foul, Stephen. They were playing technically during the play. That very well could have been. We have a kick ball up top on Griffin. 1:59 to go. It rolls all the way back to Calvin Dockery. Coach Dockery, about 6'6". He had to roll all the way down there to grab that one. 2 minutes left. Grayson County trails by 9. Taden Logston up at the top of the key, trying to feed up Langdon. Taden, handoff pass to Spencer. The double team comes. Taden drives the baseline, pulls up from 5. No good. Rebound, and a foul's called on Jack Logston, and that's 5.
Yep.
And Stephen, that might be it.
That's exactly what you didn't want, Sam. You know, you got to start making quick baskets. I don't remember what the clock read whenever that possession, probably 20 seconds rattled off the clock.
It was 2:08 to start it, so it was 26 seconds.
So you can't afford for that much time to come off, you not score, and then your leading scorer fouls out.
Travis Johnston used that 15-second 5th foul timeouts to ask Brian Robinson where he's eating dinner later and what's he doing after the game. 75-66, 90 seconds left in this game. Cougars need to stop. They need to stop in a hurry, but Butler County knows that. Price pulls up, free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound, offensive foul called on Butler County on Trevor DeWeese. That is his 4th. And is that free throws? I believe it is.
Should be.
It is, and it'll be who was fouled. We'll see. I think it's Brody. And it is Brody Armstrong to the line.
Yeah, if you're a good free throw shooter, you start walking toward the line right there.
Yep, it was me. I was the one that was fouled.
I was the one that was fouled.
See this bruise?
Yeah, let me get the shot up here.
Brody's got 2 coming. First one, good. Cougars been much better from the free throw line in this second half after an absolutely abysmal second quarter. I think that's a good word for it, Stephen.
Yeah, I would agree.
Second one good by Brody. 75-68, 90 seconds to go. 7-point Butler County lead. And this is decisions here for Grayson. Here comes the trap on Price, and foul called up top on Armstrong.
Yeah, you just can't.
That's his 4th.
You just can't afford for any more time to come off the clock right now. So you're going to have to foul them. Unfortunately for the Cougars.
20 of 20 from the line.
Yeah.
Stephen, I might not be a basketball expert. That's pretty good.
That's going to win you some games, especially a game like this that's extremely competitive.
And first one good.
Has the feel of a district tournament, region tournament, and for the Bears to be able to go in and sink every one of their free throws, really impressive for them tonight. So
this very well could be the district championship here at the end of February.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Actually, it might be the first day of March. They're human, Stephen.
First miss.
They miss, and it's Ty Price that misses. 8-point game, 1:13 to go. And Jack Logston is fouled out of the game for Grayson County. Spencer Langdon, he curls around the defense. Layup is short. Armstrong rebound, and is a jump ball. Ooh. And possession heads towards Butler. And that's the first jump ball of the boys' game we've had called.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick jump ball as well right there. So
they give it into Price. Here comes the double team. He runs up the far sideline. He breaks the timeline, angles back towards the near side. 55 seconds and counting. The double team comes to Griffin. They throw it up top to Rice.
I think
into the near corner to Griffin. And Griffin is going to be fouled by either Napier or Haycraft. Stephen, pick your pick. Take your pick.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Napier just because that's who I saw.
It is. Napier picks up his 3rd. To the line will be Briar Griffin. And I'll tell you, Stephen, you know, I think first one's good there. I think Grayson County, even though loss, makes a statement tonight.
Yeah, they didn't give up. They continue to fight down to the end here. That free throw stretches it out to 10 points, 47 seconds. Certainly be a tall task to come back and get this one. But something that you can build on. 3
by Langdon, left side. The bank is open. Now that's one way to do it. We have a timeout on the floor. If it's a full, we'll take it with them. And
Yeah,
it is. We'll take it with him. 39 seconds to go. It's a 7-point game.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors, helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
The sliver is small for Grayson County, and a foul's going to be called. Ty Price will go to the line.
That's exactly what you got to do right now, Sam, though. You make the foul just as quick as you can. Hopefully they make a bad pass on the inbounds and you're able to deflect it and steal it. If you don't get the steal, you got to foul immediately.
Or maybe Butler County will show that they are just a little bit human. They did just miss one free throw, Stephen, after making their first 75 in a row. Was I exaggerating a little bit?
Surprisingly, not much.
Yeah, I think it was 24 straight for Butler County. Ty Price misses it.
2 in a row.
78-71. We've seen crazier things, Stephen.
Ty Price missing 2 free throws in a row. That's the craziest thing.
Yeah. Jack missed 2 in a row.
He did. Third leading free throw shooter in the state.
And we almost missed that one. He does get it in. 79-71, 38.6 seconds to go. Langdon at the half-court line for Grayson County. Handoff to Armstrong. Armstrong's going to drive amongst the trees. Layup is missed. Rebounded by Butler County with 28 seconds left. And Price is fouled again. And this will be one of these that the score looks a lot more further apart than it is. This was about a 6 or 7 point game on the road in Morgantown against the region's third-ranked team and the most recent edition of the third region media poll.
Yeah, and they had been as high as leading the region, hadn't they, in the previous few weeks.
They received 1 vote first place last week, and Price misses another one. You got to wonder if this is fatigue. Butler County, they will play tomorrow. They'll play Barron County at the world-famous Owensboro Sports Center. Grayson County, they're off until Tuesday, where they'll travel to Calhoun to take on McLean County. That one wasn't pretty, but it ends up dropping.
Which McLean County playing pretty well right now also.
Langdon 3 right side. Might have gotten hit on the arm. It's rebounded by Rice. And Rice is going to back it off, and he's going to dribble this ball out. And Butler County will defeat Grayson County 80-71. The Bears are in first place in the 12th district with a 4-0 record. Grayson County is 3-1. We'll come back, jump into the fifth quarter show after this. Again, your final score, Butler County 80, Grayson County 71. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
I'm not here to fire you up. If you're not already fired up, you shouldn't be in this room. If this victory isn't worth all you have to give, then leave. But now, right now is your chance to be a part of a victory the world will remember forever. Victory over cancer. This victory isn't just happening. It isn't inevitable.
What does hope mean?
Now is our time, your time. You may save someone you love.
Time is very precious.
Today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory. A victory that is there for the taking. Grab it. How was that?
Now that was a great halftime speech. Let's go win.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Grayson County falls today on the road. It's 80-71 to Butler County. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith back here with you. And Stephen, we are now being serenaded by the Butler County drum line. I don't really know what this is about. But
I was going to say, apologize for the background noise right now. The Butler County drum line has decided to stop right underneath where we're standing here in the upper deck and perform several numbers on the drums. So I don't.
And they've had enough.
I don't exactly know what we're doing here.
It was right in front of where the Grayson County student. Oh, nope. I lied, Stephen. Right in front of where the Grayson County student section was, and they're going to take themselves out. Cougars fall tonight by a final score of 80-71 to Butler County. Stephen, I think this game, I'm very interested to see how Travis Johnston feels about it.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was going to ask him, Sam, and I'll be interested. You don't want to in any way minimize the loss, but I think when you lose a game like this, there has to be some things that you take away from it. You look back in that first half, hey guys, if we hit our free throws, we're within 2 or 3. You look back to that technical foul that was called on Caslin. If you don't retaliate and get another technical foul right on to offset it, maybe Butler County still wins, but it possibly could have affected the outcome of the game.
But sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles.
Exactly.
And I think, this game reminded me very similar to Tuesday against Meade County, where Grayson County, fell behind, and every answer they had, Butler County had something as well. And very similar to Meade County, Butler County doesn't miss their free throws. They go 25 of 28 with 3 of those missings. Missings. Is that a word, Stephen? Missings? It is a word when it's almost 10 o'clock on a Friday night after this is our second doubleheader in a row. We've got another one tomorrow afternoon, and I got 2 games on Sunday as well. So we're going to say missings is a word.
The one that sticks out of my mind the most is you've got Lawson Rice that goes down and get a dunks. The crowd goes wild. We come down to this end, and instantly Spencer Langdon hits a 3, and you think, okay, we're able to beat that. Then we go down to the other end, Ty Price sinks a 3, and it just kind of took the wind out of our sails from that point on.
The official totals there on free throws, if I can count, which I don't know that I can, 23 of 32. Stephen, if I can count, that's 9. Grayson County loses tonight 80-71. What's 80 minus 71?
9.
It's not rocket science. Cougars fall tonight 80-71. Coming up on the 5th quarter show, we'll talk to head coach Travis Johnston, run down the scores from this game and the scoring from around the region. That comes up and more right here on K105.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors, helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County, or to Butler County High School, where the Cougars fall by a final score of 80-71. Sam and Steven now joined by head coach Travis Johnston. Coach, I was talking with Steven just a moment ago that I was very interested just how you felt about this game, because, I mean, that's a really good basketball team on their home floor, and you went toe-to-toe with them.
I thought so, and we did so many just young, dumb things that we could have shorn up. I mean, there was a time that we, our best three players missed 5-6 straight free throws in the first half. Spencer finally woke up in the fourth quarter. He's been asleep a little bit the last couple games. We got to get him going a little bit better, and he woke up in the fourth quarter and played great. And it was a physical game, chippy, all that stuff, and you know it's going to be. It's turned into a pretty good rivalry, but at their home floor, losing by 3 possessions and doing so many things that we could or should be able to fix. I really liked it, and I was really proud of our rebounding for the most part. Brody was an animal, and if he plays like that every game, then we win a lot going forward. But I was really proud of the effort, because there was a stretch there where we could have laid down and let them run with it, and we didn't.
I think another guy that really stood out to me, especially defensively, earlier this week, you told me, I'm not really sure what's going to happen with Kobe.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he's guarding maybe the Region Player of the Year, Ty Price. And when he guarded him, I thought he did a really good job.
I think that I may have undersold how important Kobe is to us, because he's so athletic. And him and Landon and even Taden guard really good, but he does the best job at moving his feet without fouling. He gets his arms out. He anticipates well. He beats you to the spot, and he's been a really good, not surprise, but a really good player for us lately. And I think if we have him against Meade County, it might shift a little bit. Maybe he can guard the Hardesty kid some, because we had nobody that night that could guard him. But
and I think he had the biggest shot of the game too. Is at the end of the end of the third quarter?
Yeah,
where he gets it and just goes.
Yep,
has the little roll.
I said he can really put the ball on the floor and score. But we had guys play well. We shortened up the rotation a little bit tonight. But then you look at it, down 3 or lose by 9 at their place, a lot of mistakes, and we're still waiting to hear on Caden. And that's a game where Caden would really love to be in.
Does Caden like physicality?
A little bit. So I I don't like losing. Talking about like Patino, I hate losing. I'm going to go home and think about how we could have, should have, did this and that. But I feel better coming in because they're so good and they do so many things really good. And I liked how we went about them today.
One of the things we noticed, Coach, we were talking about, it seemed like when we would make a big play, they immediately answered with a big play of their own. Rice on the other end gets the dunk. We come back down here, everybody's hooping and hollering.
Yep.
Spencer hits a big three, and me and Sam are like, okay, awesome. We were able to cancel that out. Then we go back down the other end, and Ty Price hits a three. Just seemed like a lot of times when we were making a big shot, looked like we might be able to close it in a little bit. They answered.
Yeah, it reminded me of Meade in that realm.
Yeah, it did, and you know,
and they didn't miss their free throws.
No, and they're not going to. Ty missed three, and I looked at Coach Fleener on the other side and said, "What's going on here? He don't miss free throws, so especially here." But yeah, that's where we got to. I love how we were able to respond to some of those things, like that dunk. That's to me, it's a dunk. I mean, playing at college, I mean, you see guys dunking all the time, but
I mean, you did it three or four times
I did
a
game? But here it's a big deal because
Yep.
you don't see many guys dunking a lot around here. So it got the crowd pretty hyped, and then Spencer was able to step up and make it. But that's when it's got to be, all right, we cut it to 5. Let's lock in here, and we let Price get to the outside of our zone instead of the middle, which is where we wanted to go, and he was able to beat us on that.
I still think of first game or against Edmondson down there, first play of the game, wasn't it? I think you drew something up for him on the oop, and it got kind of, I mean, it does fire a team up. How do you think you did against Price?
We ran a certain kind of zone, and we were trying to funnel him to the middle just because that's where we wanted our help guy at. We wanted our guards to kind of just shadow him. We wanted to make him try to feel crowded. And anytime he was able to get to the outside, which we knew that's what they do. They'd run a ball screen on the side and stuff. We were supposed to kind of turn on the side and funnel it towards the middle. He got loose on the outside a couple times. Our big wasn't able to step out and get him. But I thought overall we did a pretty good job. It's just when we foul him, and there was several times where we fouled him, he gets going, he sees the ball go in, and then I mean, heck, he was probably in here this morning and after school and everything, shooting on the gun and stuff. So he gets going, and it's going to be hard to stop. But I thought overall we did an okay job on him.
You mentioned physical. Well, Tuesday, welcome to physicality.
Yeah.
Welcome to Calhoun, McLean County. Might be the toughest place to play in the region.
Right, it's close to it.
Long bus ride, tough bus ride. It's that 10th district. It is a war every single night there. They have lost a couple of games in a row over these last couple, but you still know that they're tough. Coach Lynham, good, hard-nosed coach. Yeah. He's hard-nosed. They're hard-nosed. Yeah. How do you bounce back, since we won't be with you on Tuesday unless something happens, since Thomas Nelson's coming? You never really know with girls.
We're going to have plenty of rest. We get the weekend off. I know we're playing 3 games every week, or at least until the last week. So we're going to have rest. We'll come in at practice, or we'll watch film over the weekend, come in and practice and game plan. But it has to be. We struggle with that, and I know I don't use that the young excuse anymore. But that's where a young team going on the road, not a district opponent, you have to find a way to get yourself hyped up. Like you look at Meade County, we weren't ready to go from the tip. I'm trying to think of a couple of other ones.
Let me look at the schedule here. I was going to say
we rely too much on a big crowd somewhere.
Well, Dare was kind of a tough one there too.
But you had Ohio County was a big crowd. We don't like them a lot.
Muhlenberg or Holmes rather.
Muhlenberg and Holmes were at home, not big crowds. They didn't have a clue who Holmes was. But we have to find ways to make sure we're ready to go against teams that aren't in our district, because we always we show up with energy and effort against the district teams. We always do, but good teams do it against everybody, and maybe that's me. Maybe I got to do something different to get them pumped up or something. But a lot of it's kind of within. You got to do it, and if Brody Armstrong does what he did tonight down there, then that gets everybody going on that too.
Steven wants a 23 jersey.
I do too.
Coach, I appreciate it. We'll see you next week. That's head coach Travis Johnston. More on the 5th Quarter Show after this.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Cougars fall tonight to Butler County by a final score of 80-71. Running on a score or two from around the region to bring you really quick. Steven decided to hit the road. We'll want to thank him as well for his analysis throughout today's game. Some score updates to bring you as we scroll through. Hancock County loses to Meade County 57-42. That is a boys' final score. Bowling Green over Greenwood in boys basketball by 21 points. Davis County was a winner. Edmondson County swept the doubleheader at Whitesville Trinity as well. They split as the Lady Cougars won here earlier today by the final score of 46-40. Take a break. Wrap it up after this and let you know what's to come in the next week of play. As again, your final score, 80-71. The Bears defeat the Cougars. It's Cougar Basketball on K105.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day, a movement toward life-saving resources, movement toward advancing research and care, movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to Butler County, where the Bears defeat Grayson by a final score of 80-71. Running down the scoring from this game for Butler County: 33 for Ty Price, 17 for Lawson Rice, 13 for Briar Griffin, 9 for Trevor DeWeese, 5 for Justin Caslin, 3 for Clayton DeWeese. For Grayson County, 16 each for Jack Logston and Spencer Langdon, 14 for Tayden Logston, 11 for Brody Armstrong, 7 for Gage Napier, and 6 for Kobe Martin. A look ahead at the next week of our coverage for K105. Tomorrow, I would say but our K105 crew gets tomorrow off. I will be at, they're turning off the lights. Give me 1 minute, please. I will be at the Owensboro Sports Center. 3:15 will be the start time of that game. Only radio coverage on K105 between the Lady Cougars and the Lady Hornets of Hancock County. And then on Tuesday, the Cougar boys will travel to McLean County, and the Lady Cougars will host Thomas Nelson. We'll have the coverage of the Thomas Nelson game a week from tonight. Whitesville Trinity comes to Grayson County High School. That'll wrap up our coverage. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work. Your camera operator was Abby Howlett, and your director was Trey Cook. So on a night where Grayson County splits a doubleheader on the road in Morgantown, for Stephen Smith, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.